Hey, it is your favorite half Persian comedian, and since there are so many things screwed up in the news right now, I just thought we'd do a mashup and you pick which one you think is the worst. It's all centered around Afghanistan. Here we go. How about, first of all, bad predictions? And it's not just that the prediction was bad, it was 180 degrees wrong. It couldn't have been more wrong. It looked like this.
Do you see any parallels between this withdrawal and what happened in Vietnam with some people feeling...
None whatsoever. Zero. What you had entire brigades breaking through the gates of our embassy. 6, if I'm not mistaken. The Taliban is not the North Vietnamese army. They're not remotely comparable in terms of capability. There's going to be no circumstance where you see people being lifted off the roof of a embassy of the United States from Afghanistan. It is not at all comfortable.
It was perfectly wrong. Now, instead of handle what she was supposed to do, Vice President Kamala, who's been helping make decisions, heads to Singapore, the exact opposite part of the world that needs the attention of the Vice President, the only somewhat sane person in the building.
What's your response to reports of Americans?
Hold on. Slow down, everybody. I want to talk about 2 things. First, Afghanistan.
What's worse than that lady getting noodles in Asia? How about that this happened 4 days ago, 5 days ago, man? Come on.
We've all seen the pictures. We've seen those hundreds of people packed into a C-17. We've seen Afghans falling.
That was 4 days ago, 5 days ago.
Remember that?
Or was it even worse that this president couldn't even handle one tough question from a reporter? One question not involving ice cream, and this guy folds like a cheap suit.
I'm being serious. No, I'm asking you a question. Because before... No, wait a minute. I'm asking you a question. Is that accurate, the best of your knowledge? What?
Do you think that people have an issue with pulling out of Afghanistan or just the way that things have happened?
Well, if that wasn't bad enough, he got yelled at by an intelligent woman who has to live with his bad decisions. Roll it.
Listen to me carefully. You destroyed not Afghanistan, but the world. Taliban are best friends with Al-Qaeda and ISIS. All they're gonna do, use our land to build our resources, to build and to destroy the world. You right now, you are on vacation and our country was burning and bleeding to death while you're on vacation. And you call yourself a president?
These women in Afghanistan have lived the last 2 decades freely, and now they're going to be under Taliban rule. That's going to be a rude awakening for the feminist and, of course, the gay rights advocates. And what about all this stuff left behind for the Taliban? Almost like a parting gift. $80-something billion worth of weapons, trucks, RVs, airplanes, helicopters. Does somebody have something on this guy that he had to leave that much stuff behind? And what is the Taliban gonna do with this stuff? Well, here's what they did with our helicopter.
You can actually see a man suspended from the chopper. As we continue to put out more pictures, especially from Kandahar, because Taliban has also begun operating the Black Hawks.
You can expect more footage like that to come. And if that doesn't upset you enough, well then PETA, get on board, because animals were also left behind to die. Now the Pentagon is saying those weren't trained military dogs, those were contractors' dogs. Either way, animal rights lovers better be throwing a fit, because that's 130 four-legged friends that were denied entry onto an airplane, were denied boarding, and left behind in cages. So much so that nonprofit organizations have had to put together humanitarian efforts, donations, and try to get these four-legged friends out themselves. And the government saying, good job, see? You guys can help get them out too. Doesn't have to be just us. All right, there's a lot to choose from, so you could be pissed about all those things, or how about when the bodies came back in their caskets, Biden just couldn't find the time. He had to check his watch, not once, not twice, but multiple times. Where'd you have to go, Joe?
It's our responsibility to not present a message even if it's not what we intend. I can't tell you if he was checking his watch. I don't know if he can see well enough to read the hands on his watch. I don't know.
Was it pudding time? I'm sorry. Were the families of the fallen soldiers inconveniencing you for something?
Kathy, Colorado, you're on the Will Count Majority. Hello.
Hey, my son was one of the Marines that died yesterday. And don't listen to that. Sorry, I'm on the radio.
No. Go ahead.
My son was one of the Marines that died yesterday. 20 years and 6 months old. Getting ready to come home from frickin' Jordan to be with his wife to watch the birth of his son. And that feckless, dementia-ridden piece of crap just sent my son to die. I woke up at 4 o'clock this morning to Marines at my door telling me my son was dead.
You've got a team of people who are around just to make sure you don't have lint on your jacket, and they can't help you not check your watch while dead bodies are rolling off an airplane?
Or did you have a quick call with China you needed to get to before you got scolded?
To the utterly deplorable and inept US president whose mental decline can no longer be ignored.
Well, we all know the reality. It was probably nap time. Biden loves taking naps. He is a world-class nap champion, and he even somewhat fell asleep while talking to this Jewish guy from Israel.
And the beautiful story of the friendship between our two nations, the United States of America and the Jewish and democratic state of Israel.
I'm not suggesting he was snoozing, just being inattentive and fatigued, possibly.
People say, come on, he wasn't asleep, man. His fingers were twitching. Nope, I bet he twitches while he sleeps. Or they just wiggle the puppet strings every 5 seconds so it looks like he's still with us.
May God bless you all, and may God protect the troops and all those standing watch for America. We have so much to do. It's within our capacity to do it. We just have to remain steadfast. Steadfast.
And one of the final horrible things during this week was Biden keeps saying he's been told who to call on or he's been instructed to talk to this reporter or that reporter. Who is telling the president what to do and why is he listening? Check it out.
They gave me a list here. The first person I was instructed to call on was Kelly O'Donnell of NBC.
And that wasn't the first time. He often reveals what he's been instructed to do. By who?
I'm not supposed to take any questions, but go ahead.
Mr. President, on Afghanistan?
No, I'm not going to answer Afghanistan now.
Can you get still
okay.
Well, there you have it. That's just about everything I saw wrong in the last week. And whew, that would be the worst year for most people. Biden knocked it out in 7 days. What did I miss? Why would such a hasty decision be made? Why would we leave behind so many parting gifts, dogs, interpreters, friends, allies? It's hard for me to think this was all an accident. Every single one of these decisions emboldens our enemies, weaponizes our enemies, and even benefits China in one way or another.
A father of one Marine who said that the president appeared to be checking his watch every time a flag-draped transfer case came out of the plane. And a sister of another Marine said that it felt like a fake and scripted apology. Was the president looking at his watch, and does he have a message to those people who felt that they were offended?
Well, I would say his message to all of the family members who were there, those who were not even in attendance, is that he is grateful to their...
So, if you enjoyed that video, please subscribe to me. I have 500 more on youtube.com/KvonComedy, or check me out on Rockfin or Rumble in case I get shut down for speaking too much truth. I'm also on tour, Kvon.tv. Find a show near you or put on your own comedy night and let's share truth through laughter. And if you enjoy these videos, consider putting a one-time tip in the bucket. You can do that on GoFundMe, PayPal, Venmo, Cashapp, or just like, comment, and subscribe. That is the low-budget way of making this go viral.
I'm being serious.
We've all seen the pictures. We've seen those hundreds of people packed into a C-17. We've seen Afghans falling.
That was 4 days ago, 5 days ago.